number 4 says, always say less than necessary. And I talk about this a lot. Don't talk, listen, get all the information that you need to get, and don't give them any that they can use against you. Law number 3, don't come straight up and say, look, I'm a gold digger. You're going to have to pay me A, B, C, and D. Or, look, I want to get married. I want to have 5 kids. I know we're only on date 1, but this is what I want. Do conceal your intentions. If you want all that, if you want 5 kids in marriage, on your first date, you should be telling people, oh, I just want to have fun and I'm spontaneous. Okay, that way their guard is down. They're like, oh, I can deal with this. Woo, yes, she's not even talking about marriage. No, she's not even talking about a serious relationship, no strings. That's how they fall for you, because they're letting their guard down around you as well. Okay, so conceal your intentions.
She said to conceal your intentions. So now we starting off the bat with you being manipulative, with you going into this hoping for a desired outcome and not with authenticity, right? And so when I tell you that this female has over 1 million followers just on the TikTok platform alone, that's alarming to me. So just look at the comments. This young lady says, since I started listening to her, I love myself and myself only. And myself only, right? This should have been my auntie when I was 17 years old. You wouldn't be here if that was your auntie, because these men ain't procreating like that with people like this, especially back then. Okay? Let's go down. Does she have a book? Not only does she have 2 books, but she got a whole husband and a whole family, while she's out here telling women how to manipulate, use do's and don'ts for dating, while she got a whole family at home. Now, whatever the nature and the temperature of her family is, I don't know about all of that, but a picture tells 1,000 words. And I'm just going to say, by looking at his face, he's telling us a whole story by himself without having to say a word. And I'm going to leave it at that. But this woman definitely, to me, is like she speaks from a single woman perspective. Next time I'm asked what I'm bringing to the table, I'm going to definitely say another man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. This is a whole movement. I will bring a bunch of bills to the table. The bills are all past due. It means there will be late fees. But this is absolutely justified. First of all, if a man is choosing you with a whole bunch of bills and you're not responsible enough to hold your own and pay your own bills and be on time and be accountable for debts that you acquire and accumulate, then that man, he's not making good decisions if he chooses you. I would never. First of all, I'm not bringing I will not be in a relationship before I'll bring a whole bunch of baggage into a potential relationship. But not only are women believing that is something that they can do successfully, but they are also believing that it is their right to do it. Right? There's this gentleman that is partially responsible for actually responding and creating this man's movement to be able to respond and say, no, this is unacceptable. We're not dealing with this. We're not doing this. And so, yeah, let's just go ahead and give some history on that.
The founder of the soft guy era was Scarface Mark. He motivated men from all around the world to join the soft guy era. However, the history of the soft guy era can be dated back to Jonathan Owens. when he met his beautiful wife, Olympian Simone Biles. He forced Simone Biles to make the first move on a dating site. On a global podcast, he announced to the world that he was the catch. He made this announcement directly in front of his wife, Simone. I can't say that she denied it. For their wedding, Simone bought their matching wedding bands. She was the one that paid for their lavish wedding. Soft guys flip the script and make women pay all the bills. They pay all the bills. They take out the trash and give their men bags of money to splurge on shopping sprees. 2024 is the beginning of the soft guy era thanks to Scarface Mark. Him and Jonathan Owens have changed the rules of the dating game. Drizzle.
So, all right. That's almost worth playing again. But all I'm going to say is social media is the cause of a lot of this. And it perpetuates and keeps it going when it comes to this. Because we're not supposed to know what's going on in Simone Biles' relationship. How and who got the bag. Who bought and purchased the wedding bands. How that arrangement even came to be. How they were introduced. What the expectations were. That's way too much information for any of us to be so privy to a person that we have no idea who they are outside of their accomplishments and their personal life. But what it did is it opened the gateway and it let light bulbs go off in men's minds. And one of them decided to use social media to speak on it and to create an entire movement, right? And so when it comes to the roles, it just seems that in that situation, if it's true, we can just say allegedly, because again, I don't know what's going on in these people's households. If these stories are really authentically true, I think that this preceded Simone Biles. But I think because of her celebrity status and her name being so prominent, it was used as an opportunity in order to flip the narrative, or at least to bring some balance to it, right? Or with the narrative that has been going on when it comes to women and not feeling like they have to bring any value or to, contribute anything to the relationship and just become a burden, and you're going to like it that I'm a burden. That now I'm not your woman, I'm your child. You're going to take care of me. I'm going to have the expectations that I'm going to have with no limitations. And once you don't meet those expectations, I'm going to demean you, belittle you, and I'm going to minimize your manhood. And that's problematic. And you wonder why men don't want to commit, much less take you out to a nice restaurant. Like, you don't have to earn anything. I got a problem with that, because when you start talking about traditional women, and there are single traditional women out there that are seeking and looking to be in a fruitful and reciprocal relationship, now the men are traumatized. The men, they've been put on notice. They ain't trying to